Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanina Bila binti Abdul Halim. So now, for calculus 3, the assignment task is we have to plot this question below by using MAT491 software. For the first question, plot the solid that lies between the plane z is equal to 4 and the cone z is equal to zx squared plus y squared. Second, plot the solid that lies between the sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 9 and the cone z is equal to zx squared plus y squared. For the third question, plot the solid that is inside the hemisphere z equal to 36 minus x squared minus y squared. Outside the cylinder x squared plus y squared is equal to 16 and above the xy plane. For the last question, plot the solid bounded by the hemisphere z is equal to 25 minus x squared minus y squared and the paraboloid z is equal to x squared plus y squared. Moving to the first question. The first question said the plane z is equal to 4 and the cone z is equal to x squared plus y squared. Now we know the spherical is want to change to rectangular conversion coordinate. So from this we know z is equal to 4, so we choose from 3 coordinates, we choose z, which is rho cos phi, and we know the spherical of cone is pi over 4. So when z is equal to 4, we substitute the value of z here. Z is equal to rho cos phi, and after that we know the rho value is 4 secant over 4. So now we are moving to the coding of the graph. So we start with a start and we are using with plots, and then we will get this blue code. For cones, we assign it by cone is equal to plot 3D because we are using the 3D, and we use rho theta, and the phi we substitute from this, which is pi over 4, and then pi over 4, and then the phi is equal to 0 to 4 secant pi over 4, and then the theta is negative pi to pi because it's 180, and then the coordinate is spherical because we are using the spherical as before, and then here is the image of cones. And now we do the plane. How we do the plane is we assign it as a plane, and we are using plot 3D. We substitute the value of rho, which is 4 secant phi, and then the theta and the phi, and the theta is equal to negative pi to pi, and the phi is equal to 0 to pi over 4, and we are using cos, which is spherical chord. And now here is the image of the plane like this. It has. Okay, now after that we want to put this cone and this plane in one image. How we do that? We are using plot display, cones and plane, and the viewpoint is at the left, and here is the image of cones and plane in one graph. For the question number 2, the question asks, plot the solid that lies between the sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 9 and the cone z is equal to x squared plus y squared. So from this equation, we know that 9 is equal to r squared. So after we solve it, we will get r is equal to 3, which is the radius of the sphere. And then we are moving to the cone, which is z is equal to x squared plus y squared. So for the cone, the phi is equal to pi over 4 because it is spherical. So for the coding, we are starting with restart, and then we are using with plot. And then for the first one, we will assign the cones. We are by using plot 3D, rho, theta, and we substitute the value of phi, which is pi over 4, and then we assign the value of rho, which is 0 until 4 secant pi over 4, like previous question, because after we solve, we will get the phi, which is 4 secant pi over 4, and then the theta is equal to negative pi until pi, the chord is spherical because we are using this kind of. And here is the result of the cone with radius 4 and height also 4. Next, we are going to assign the sphere by using plot 3D, and we substitute the value of phi, which is the radius of the sphere, is equal to 3, theta is equal to 0 until 2 pi, and the phi is equal to 0 until pi, and then the chord is spherical. And here is the result of the sphere with radius 3 and the diameter is 6 lah. And then after we using plot display to make the cones and the sphere in one box, and here is the result, and here is the sphere and this is the cone, and it will be look like this. Next, I'm going to explain the answer for question number 3. The question is, plot the solid that is inside the hemisphere. Z is equal to Z36 minus x squared minus y squared. Outside the cylinder, x squared plus y squared is equal to 16 and above the xy plane. First, we start with plot, and we assign the hemisphere using the hemisphere is equal to sphere plot, and then we know the 36 Z36 is equal to 6 for the row, and then the theta is equal to 0 until 2 pi, and the phi is equal to 0 until pi over 2 because it is hemisphere, and axis is equal to box because we want the image in the box. So here is the result of the hemisphere with radius 6 and height 6. Okay, next we are moving to the cylinder. We are assigned the cylinder with cylinder is equal to cylinder plot, and the value of rho is equal to 4 because from the equation of cylinder is equal x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. Set 16 is equal to 4, and so the rho is 4, theta is equal to 0 until 2 pi, and then the z is equal to 0 until 6, 0 until 6 because the height of the hemisphere is 6, so we are using the same height to the cylinder. Here of the cylinder with height 6 and radius 4. Next, we are doing the annular plane, which is a hole, which is a circle with one big hole, and the code is plot 3D, rho, theta, pi over 2, and the rho is 4 until 6. 4 until 6 because 4 is the radius of the cylinder and 6 is the radius of hemisphere. And then the theta is equal to negative pi until pi, and the chord is spherical, and here is the result of the annular plane. Next, we are moving to the last one, which is we want to put the hemisphere, cylinder, and also the annular plane in box, and here is the result of the three things. For our last question is question number 4. The question is, plot the solid bounded by the hemisphere z is equal to Z25 minus x squared minus y squared, and the paraboloid z is equal to x squared plus y squared. Now, we can see the equation of the hemisphere is z is equal to Z25 minus x squared minus y squared. So we solve this equation and we will get x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 25. So from this 25, we know 25 is equal to r squared. So after that, we set the 25 and we will get the radius of the hemisphere is equal to 5. And the question give paraboloid equation. So from the we know that paraboloid is rho is equal to cos phi cosecant squared phi. So we just substitute the value of the radius, which is 5, in the equation, and we will get 5 is equal to cos phi cosecant squared phi. So for the plot, we start with restart, and we are using with plots and this blue comment. And for the first thing first, we need to know the value of the paraboloid, which is we are using phi underscore int is equal to evaluate the phi, and we solve the equation, which is cos times with phi cosecant phi squared is equal to 5, and the phi is greater than 0, and the phi is less than pi over 2. So after that, we will get the answer like this. And first, we assign the paraboloid using the plot 3D, and we just substitute this cos phi cosecant phi squared, theta, and phi, and then we assign the value of theta, which is negative pi until 2 pi, the phi value, which is this, until pi over 2 because it is hemisphere, and the chord is spherical, and here the result of the paraboloid. Now we are moving to the hemisphere. Hemisphere. We are using plot 3D, and we assign the value of phi, the value of rho is 5, theta, and phi. The theta is equal to negative pi until pi. The phi is equal to 0 until this value. And the coords is equal to spherical. And here's the result of the hemisphere with radius 2 and 5 for the height. Yeah, it's like this. So now we want to make this paraboloid and this hemisphere in one image. So we are using plot display, hemisphere, and also the paraboloid. And here is the result of hemisphere and the paraboloid in one image with the radius 2 and height 5. Thank you. That's all from me. Bye.